Close to home in Orchard Lake, your chance to take the ice with Detroit hockey legends and be a hero yourself in the process. Saturday, March 14th at Orchard Lake, St. Mary's, the annual Michigan United Cerebral Palsy charity event, Skating to Close the Disability Divide, will aim to put gaps in services for people with disabilities in the penalty box once and for all. Joining me with a special preview is Mike Ward from Michigan UCP. Mike, thanks for coming on the show today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, glad to have you on to talk about this because since 2000, you've been running these fundraisers. They've raised nearly $1 million, over $700,000 to support cerebral palsy treatment and some of the necessities for people with disabilities in Michigan. I don't think people understand just how far that can go, Mike. So over the years, how has that $700,000 plus gone to help people with cerebral palsy right here in Michigan?
Well, we have a lot of programs and services that we offer in terms of things like portable wheelchair ramps. We have a program called Quick Ramps that people can apply to. We also are heavily involved in assistive technology and assistive technology grants. We have a new program called the Michigan Assistive Technology Loan Fund, and that is really important because so many people with disabilities don't have a great credit history, they don't have a steady income, or they have difficulty getting loans, basically. And we have a program now that we're offering loans, different kinds of packages, different partnerships with different financial institutions, and it will allow us to really help people with independent living and to live as adults in the state of Michigan.
And helps to raise awareness too, to have these sorts of events that bring people out, that shine a light on some of the needs of people in this specialized community here in Greater West Bloomfield and throughout Southeast Michigan. I'd imagine makes it a lot easier to raise that awareness when you're bringing out some Detroit hockey legends from the Detroit Red Wings, people like Darren McCarty, Justin Abdelkader, Mickey Redmond, and others who have participated over the years. How have the Red Wings alumni helped your organization raise that awareness and, most importantly, get that fundraising you need to help people with cerebral palsy?
Well, they're the draw, no doubt. I mean, we use their draw to bring people in. People want to meet them. They want to watch them. They're still so skilled, no matter what. Last year we had Red Berenson, who was 84 years old, and he scored a goal right in front of me as I was a defensive pairing. But I grew up in the hockey community in southeastern Michigan. I've been playing my whole life, and that's how this thing started, because I heard an interview with Dennis Hextall, and he talked about the organization, and this was in 2000. I contacted them, and he explained how it worked, and we've been doing it ever since. I've got a whole group of people that I've played hockey with over the years, and I start with them reaching out saying, hey, when you want to play against the Red Wing alumni, and everybody jumps at the chance. You feel like a little kid when you're out there against them. And they kind of treat you that way sometimes too, but it's no doubt that the fans want to come out and see them. They are so gracious with their time in terms of talking to everybody, giving autographs to the kids, just spending as much time as they possibly can to help us raise funds. And each of our players that plays in this game against the alumni, they get posted on our website, and then they raise money anywhere from $500 to $2,000, these players. And then we also have a sled hockey component, which are able-bodied athletes who get in sleds and try and play against the Metro Detroit sled hockey program out of Taylor. And those players raise a tremendous amount of money. So before we walk in the door on the 14th, I'm going to guess that our players will have raised somewhere in the range of $20,000 to $25,000 already.
And we have such a generous community here in Greater West Bloomfield. That includes certainly in Orchard Lake and the St. Mary's community that supports a number of different organizations with their athletics program. How did that connection build between your organization and Orchard Lake St. Mary's to house this event?
My son is a graduate from the year 2000. So when we used to host the event in Hazel Park, and they were wonderful partners, and then they had some construction that had to be done, and when we got displaced, we went to St. Mary's, and we've been there ever since. They roll out the red carpet, no pun intended there. They are red, the red, but they really help us out. Paul Dobrzinski, Brian Clano, Robert Mazur from the St. Mary's group. They're just, they do whatever they can. We get student volunteers to help us as well. But it's a great arena, and it's a great arena for if you have someone in a wheelchair or somebody who is disabled, difficult to walk. It's all on one level, so it's easy viewing and easy to access.
More information on this can be found mi-ucp.org/hockey. Join them out at Orchard Lake St. Mary's in their arena Saturday, March 14th. Doors open at 3:30. The first game, the sled hockey game at 4 o'clock, the Detroit Red Wings alumni game at 6, but there's tons of fun and activities and, of course, opportunity to meet some of your hockey fan favorites in Orchard Lake on that day. And, of course, the most important part, raising awareness and raising funds to support people with cerebral palsy right here in Michigan with the Michigan UCP organization as well. Mike, if people want to come out to this event, they want to participate, what do they need to know beforehand? Is there a price associated, a donation expected when you come in?
Yep. It's a free event. There's no admission. And we do that for a lot of reasons, but we don't charge an admission. You can come, family friendly. We do have a 50-50 drawing for a cash prize. And then we have, between the two periods of the alumni game, we do a chuck-a-puck where people can buy a puck for $5 and they get a chance to toss it on the ice, and closest to the center wins 4 Red Wing tickets, or the second prize are Tiger tickets. We have a gift certificate to Sylvan Table, the Our Magazine's Restaurant of the Year. We also will be giving away Shake Shack gift cards, Mitten State T-shirt gift cards, and during the entire event, Shake Shack is going to be there giving out free frozen custard. They did it last year. It was a big hit. So they're back again. They've been a great partner. And we have great partners in donor advertising, Waymo Autonomous Vehicles, the Bernstein Law Firm, and Benson's.
Mike Ward is with us from the Michigan United Cerebral Palsy Organization, their annual charity hockey event happening Saturday, March 14th at the arena in Orchard Lake St. Mary's, right here close to home in West Bloomfield. Free to attend. Doors open at 3:30. More information, mi-ucp.org/hockey. Mike, ultimately, it is about those people that the organization supports. That's what we're raising awareness for. That's who we're hoping to support. When all this comes together over these 26 years now, the $700,000+ raised, when it ultimately gets to them and they have that support from their community, what does it mean to those individuals and certainly those families affected by cerebral palsy, the impact of what something like this does for them?
The impact is at different levels. So a family who might need a portable wheelchair just to get, their child from place to place easily, that where they don't have to worry about accessibility, to an assistive technology grant for somebody who needs either a part for their wheelchair or a laptop or an iPad or whatever, or they need a loan to stay in their living quarters, or for somebody who has an adult child that is going out into the world that needs job training or employment assistance or education assistance. These are all things that our agency can help foster, can help advocate for, or can help connect to. There are about 65% of the families and individuals that we help have a disability other than or in addition to cerebral palsy. So even though our name is Michigan United Cerebral Palsy, we do not, we take on anyone with any disability. We will assist no matter what.
That's what it's all about, helping people that are in need in Michigan and beyond affected by cerebral palsy, building that community, and it includes you at home watching us today on The Splash Live. Mike, thank you so much for your time today, and best of luck with this year's event.
Thanks a lot for having me.